Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, now here's another question that has the quadratic formula, but they want you to simplify the radical. Now, couple things. First thing, the it has to be equal to zero in order to use a quadratic formula. That's one of the things you got to know. Second thing, the leading coefficient has to be one in order to do what I'm going to show you. So again, just like we did in the previous video, we're just going to take the coefficients, 1, -10, +4, and we're going to plug it into this formula, right? So it's going to be a -10 plus or minus square root -10 squared minus 4 times 1 times 4, all of that, all over 2 times 1. So you always have to do this. You got to do that to show them that you know how to use the quadratic formula. Once you've done that, boom, we're going to use the calculator from here. For the rest of it, we're going to use the calculator. So now I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to go and I am going to graph this as a function. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to enter it. Even though it had y, I'm going to graph x. So it's going to be x squared minus 10x plus 4. And then I press enter. Boom, there's the quadratic. Now, here is the key for these questions. You just have to find the minimum. Once you find the minimum, that is going to be basically your answer. You got to do a couple things to it, but that's it. So here is the minimum. So I'm just going to go menu 62 for minimum. Go from the left to the right, and boom. Now, remember the last question, the previous question, I was supposed to round it to the tens place. One of the things that you got to be careful of, I'm going to go back and I'm going to set that to what it should be. I'm going to have it set to float, right? And so here is my minimum. So now, if I'm doing this, I am going to, let me get the pen here. So basically, that means my equation is going to be x equals, and then you take the x coordinate, that's going to be the first part, and then it's going to be plus or minus, and now it's going to be the square root of whatever you got to take the positive of this. So it's going to be the square root of 21. Now, if you do the LeBron factor on this, you'll see that there's nothing else you can do with this. This is just going to be 7 times 3. So you can leave it. This is simplified. There's nothing else you can do. So this is what we're going to enter in. So all you're going to do is you're going to take the x coordinate. That's going to be the first part. And then the y coordinate, when you take the positive value, the absolute value of that, you take the square root of that positive number. That is going to be your simplified radical part. All right, so now let me go and show you what exactly I mean. So let me clear this off the screen. So where is my markers? There's my eraser. I want to clear all of this. So clear all drawings. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in, it's going to be 5. Well, I'm trying to type in 5. Sorry. This is going to be 5 plus or minus square root of 21. Bam. That's it. That's all you have to do, right? For if they ask you to simplify a radical, that's all you have to do when the leading coefficient is 1. Just find the minimum, take the x value, that's going to be the first part, and then the plus or minus is going to be the y value. Take the positive part of the y value and take the square root of that number, and that's going to be the second part. Boom, done. That's it. All right. Now I'm going to do a couple more examples because I need you guys to see this. This is going to be the way that we're doing this now. It's going to be much easier. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to post, and then I'm going to do another example.